Long ago, in the land of Egypt, the Israelites lived as slaves under the harsh rule of Pharaoh. Fearful of the growing numbers of the Hebrew people, Pharaoh ordered that every newborn Hebrew boy be thrown into the Nile. But in the midst of this cruelty, one mother took a brave and desperate step to save her son. She placed him in a basket, set it among the reeds of the Nile, and let him float down the river, praying that God would protect him. As the basket floated along the Nile, it was discovered by none other than Pharaoh's daughter. Moved by compassion, she took the baby into her arms and named him Moses, meaning drawn out of the water. She raised him as her own within the very palace of Pharaoh, unaware that this child would one day challenge the kingdom. Moses grew up as a prince of Egypt, but his heart never forgot his Hebrew heritage. One day, seeing an Egyptian beating a Hebrew slave, Moses was filled with anger. He struck the Egyptian down. Fearing for his life, Moses fled into the wilderness and found refuge in the land of Midian. In Midian, Moses became a shepherd and started a new life. But God had a greater plan for him, a plan that would lead him back to Egypt. One day, as Moses tended his flock on Mount Horeb, he encountered something extraordinary. Before him, a bush burned with fire, but it was not consumed. As Moses approached, a voice called out from the flames, "Moses, Moses!" It was the voice of God. God told Moses that he had seen the suffering of his people in Egypt and had chosen Moses to lead them out of slavery. Moses was fearful and hesitant, but God assured him, "I will be with you." Armed with God's power and the support of his brother Aaron, Moses returned to Egypt to confront Pharaoh. Standing before the mighty ruler, Moses delivered God's command, "Let my people go." But Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he refused. And so the stage was set for one of the most powerful displays of God's might, the 10 plagues that would fall upon Egypt. The story of Moses is one of faith, courage, and the power of God to transform the life of one man into a story of deliverance for an entire nation. God chooses the unlikely to fulfill his great purposes. If this story inspired you, please share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing Bible stories brought to life through animation. Next, continue Moses' journey with the 10 plagues of Egypt in 3 minutes, where we see God's powerful hand at work as he brings plague after plague upon Egypt, leading to the freedom of his people. Click here to watch now and continue this epic story of faith. Thank you for watching and supporting our mission of bringing these powerful biblical stories to life.